Hi, my name's Michelle Barker, but that's the last time you'll ever hear me call myself Michelle. No one calls me Michelle. I won't respond to the name half the time. Everyone calls me Misha. It's a Russian nickname that my mom got from Mikhail Baryshnikov, the ballerina. She read that his nickname was Misha one day, and when I was little, she started calling me that, and ever since then, it's really stuck. Speaking of my mom, this is my family. I'm an only child, which sounds like a lot of fun, but actually gets really boring really quickly. I do have 3 cats, though: Puff, Cupid, and Snickers. I love animals. I've always wanted a dog, but my dad's allergic, so we have the cats, who are a lot of fun, but they get really annoying, and they actually really hate me. I've always been really close to my mom. It's been her and I most of my life. My dad has always been away on business, so I'd only get to see him generally for Christmas and the summers. My family and I live in Wilmington, Delaware. I've lived there for the past 7, 8-ish years. We moved there when my dad got transferred there, so after 5th grade, we moved to Delaware with him. I love Delaware. It's really boring and small, but I think it's a great place. I went to Wilmington Friends School for both middle and upper school, which is a private Quaker school. My mom and I were born and raised in Southern California. I lived in a small town called Moreno Valley, which is halfway in between LA and Palm Springs, so it's very deserty, very different from the East Coast. But I still call myself a California girl, and there's a lot that I miss about California. Mexican food is my favorite food in the world, and I always want to eat Mexican food. And I'm really picky because I grew up on the real good stuff, so now that I'm on the East Coast, I can still never find good Mexican food. I've always been into musical theater. It's really my passion, and hopefully I'm adding a musical theater minor this coming semester. My mom raised me on movie musicals like Singin' in the Rain, Sound of Music, so this type of music has really always been an influence on my life. When I was younger, at church, we used to put on huge musical productions, and I was so lucky to be in a church that had such a huge music department and really shaped who I am as a musician. Nowadays, I've been in a few shows in high school. Late in the past few years, I was Lady Larkin in Once Upon a Mattress, Cinderella in Rodgers and Hammerstein's Cinderella, also Oklahoma, The Music Man, and Jesus Christ Superstar. I've always wanted to be a teacher, even when it wasn't a music education teacher. I've looked up to my teachers since kindergarten and 1st grade, and always thought teachers were the best people in the world, so it was natural when I decided I wanted to do music education. For the past few years, I've been working with Wilmington Children's Chorus, a kids choir in Delaware, that my voice teachers are involved with. And I've worked as an intern, an assistant, and camp counselor, so I've done everything from fixing binders to helping students in rehearsals to tutoring them musically on my own. It's one of my favorite ways to spend my time. I'm very dedicated to them, and I think it's really helped me learn why I want to become a teacher and good ways to be a teacher. I love a good Eagles or Phillies game, even though I am not athletic at all. I am a huge Disney freak. Growing up near Disneyland, I spent a lot of my childhood there. My favorite Disney movie is Beauty and the Beast. My favorite TV shows right now are Gossip Girl and Grey's Anatomy, although I watch a lot of home improvement shows with my mom and a lot of political shows with my dad on Sundays. I love history. It's my second favorite subject, other than music, obviously. When I was younger, I learned a lot about colonial history and early American history, and I really fell in love with the subject. I love kids. One reason I want to be a teacher. And I think that's a big part about me because I relate to kids really well, and I love babysitting, and I spend a lot of time with younger children. I have a great group of friends, both here and at home, and I love spending time with them, and I don't know what I would do without them. So I hope you know a little more about me now. This was a lot harder than I expected it to be, but I can't wait for a great year in CP2.